It's happening, my wonderful people. See exactly what is going on right now. Southern Christians plan formidable force for 2023 polls, says our vote will no longer be wasted. We must ensure that the right person who could govern Nigeria well, irrespective of his tribe, religion, or ethnicity, we do all we can to ensure that such an individual becomes Nigerians president. So my wonderful people, this is what is going on right now, and you can see that all hands are on deck. Everybody is doing everything they humanly possibly can to bring the right persons into the leadership. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. Eneche warns against voting empty politicians. Northern Christians have expressed desire to join forces with other Southern counterparts to pull a formidable force in 2023 general election. The Christians in the North said politicians in the region have given Southerners the impression that Christians do not exist in the North, describing it as a deplorable and a pitiable situation. Eneche warns against voting empty politicians who would do nothing for the country. Northern Christians have expressed desire to join forces with their Southern counterparts to pull a formidable force in the 2023 general election. The Christians in the North said politicians in the region have given Southerners the impression that Christians do not exist in the North, describing it as a ploy divide on Christian votes. This was disclosed at the weekend in Jos during a summit organized by the Nigerian National Christian Coalition tagged Political Engagement Meet the Church. The coordinator conveyor NCC Titi Owo Olumidare said the 2023 election would not be like the previous ones because the unity of the church across the 6 political zone in the country will redefine the voting pattern and will not allow the same thing over and over again. According to the apostle, the church in the North will not allow itself to be used against its brothers in the South, stressing that the unity is already sending positive signal of hope to everyone. Exercising the leaders and everybody, the elections must be done properly to ensure that the express and our position is felt in this very coming election. The very important issue going on forward with regards to this. Olumidare, represented by the National Coordinator Nigeria Cry Out Movement, Naftali, said politicians has divided us for so long. What they use is divide and rule, because they know if Christians in the North have an understanding with those in the South, it will be difficult for them to sideline Christians in this very political move. And that's why they are doing everything to make it look like in the North there are no Christians at all. The North Central Coordinator, NNCC, Reverend Lukman Shehu, said the occasion also gave the church the opportunity to reject the Muslim ticket, a calculated attempt to relegate the church to the background in the scheme of things. Shehu said the church is aware of this and will continue to mobilize against the evil agenda in the same vein. The senior pastor of Dunamis International Gospel Center, Pastor Paul Eneche, has admonished Nigerians not to vote for politicians that have nothing to offer in moving the country forward in 2023. He described it as politicians who have nothing. So honestly, sincerely speaking, the church needs to come together, okay, not just coming together, and we need to ensure that we do everything, okay? We ensure that we do everything humanly speaking possible to bring this nation to that very desired position and place where we could truly, have, the nation to be what we want it to be. So recently, with everything going on, the church itself is now coming together to say we must, have a say. Let's not leave it to the hands of those who have nothing to offer and wants to be president at all costs. If there's going to be a change, if things are going to change, then everybody, all hands on deck. Now, with this very election we are talking about, we have frontliners. We have the likes of Rabiu Kwankoso, Ashiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu. We have the likes of Atiku Abubakar, and we have our very own brother Peter Obi, and other presidential candidates, Moyele Sowore, MK Abiola's son, and others who wants to be Nigerian's president. Now, is there a problem with them wanting to be Nigerian's president? No. No, there's no problem at all. But the problem there is, are they competent? Are we going to be voting competent? Or we're just voting because of sentiment? It's from my tribe. He has done me well. He's my brother. So he should be president. Is that enough for us to call somebody the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? Because whatever happened going forward, we live with the consequences of the decision we have made. Yes, you can't wake up one morning and say it's my brother, and as a result of that, that's why you make him commissioner of health, and he has nothing to do. You will suffer. The country, we know that indeed you made a mistake. Okay, people will suffer because he has no flair. He does not really understand in that area. That is not his strength. So when you see people who are not qualified occupy some position, you should sincerely ask yourself, where are we headed with such, with such going on? Can we really make a headway? Can we really make a headway with this kind of impunity we have adopted? You know that somebody is not qualified, yet you impose the person on others, thinking that all of a sudden the nation things will just fall in place. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. And if change is going to come, it must become expedient. It must become our watchword. Every one of us must rise up to it and must not allow the same thing to happen again and again, thinking or expecting that a different result will all of a sudden emanate. If things are going to change, we just have to begin to work at it and work. Ensure that our position is heard and we are not we're not ridiculed to the background. That's the way we can truly make this difference. That's the way we can truly forge ahead and ensure that at the end of the day, Nigeria becomes, we get to that very position that we should. That's the way. So can you see for yourself that once upon a time, we thought that we have a nation, we have a people. Who cares? Is that happening? Is it really happening? Because people are coming now and telling us that they want to lead. What do they want to lead? What do they want to lead? So this is what is going on and why we must take it seriously. God bless. Bye for now.